my lovelies, welcome back to my channel. This is Toya from Earth Angel Tarot, and this is going to be a reading for the sun, moon, and rising sign of Taurus for the month of July 2021. Please keep in mind that this is a general reading, so it may or may not resonate with each and every one of you, but please do take what does resonate with you, leave the rest behind. Also, be sure to check out your moon and rising signs if you feel that this video or reading does not resonate with you as well. If you like this video, please be sure to hit the like button as well as subscribe to my channel. I do currently also offer personal readings on my Etsy shop, which you can find a link for that in the description below. My readings are tailored specific, so I do offer readings that mainly deal with looking at any roadblocks or obstacles that you may be currently facing in your life, or looking at your shadow integration, which is really looking at things that could subconsciously be in the way of you progressing or proceeding the way you would like to in life right now. Okay, if those two don't relate to you, I do offer a Celtic cross spread for any general readings or questions. All right, my lovely Tauruses, so we are going to go ahead and get started with your reading for the month of July 2021. I'm going to take the time and to call in the beautiful angels and spirit guides for the collective sign of Taurus to show us what energies will be present for the month of July 2021 so that they will know how to proceed. The first card is going to look at what your overall energy is for the month. The second card is going to look at what the theme of the month is. The third card is going to look at challenges of the month. Fourth card, how you should respond to those challenges. And last but not least, the fifth card is going to be advice from spirit for you lovely Tauruses. All right, and I will also clarify the cards so that we can just paint a bigger picture of what will be going on in the month of July, as well as I will be pulling an oracle card from the Wings of Oracle Wisdom deck, and that will give you an oracle message for the month as well as an affirmation that you can take with you throughout the month. All right, lovely Tauruses, so let's go ahead and get started with your reading. Thank you, lovely angels and spirit guides, for aiding, guiding, and assisting me during this reading. All right, show me please what is the overall energy for Taurus for the... All right, so we had two pop out. We're going to keep them. All right, so we have the Two of Pentacles and Queen of Wands. All right, what is the theme of the month? Please guide me and show me clearly. What is the theme of the month for Tauruses? What is their overall theme for the month of July 2021? Please guide me and show me clearly. Beautiful angels and spirit guides, thank you. What is the theme? Oh, that like flew out. All right, so we have the Empress in reverse. Okay, show me what the challenge is. Oh. We have the Fool for challenges. Virgo also had that as their challenge in their challenging position. All right, and how should you lovely Tauruses respond to this? How should you respond to this for the month of July 2021? How should you respond to this challenge? How should you all respond to the challenge of the month? How should you respond? How should you respond? Thank you, lovely angels and spirit guides. Please guide me, show me how Taurus should respond to the challenges. How should they respond? Thank you. You have the Ace of Swords. Someone needs to gain some mental clarity here. All right, and last but not least, what advice do you have for Taurus, lovely angels and spirit guides, for the month of July 2021? What advice do you have for them? Okay, beautiful. You have the High Priestess. I am going to actually clarify this Queen of Wands in a position of your overall energy, because two cards did come out. So I want to see if this Queen of Wands is actually a person or if it is the situation for you for the month of July 2021 Tauruses. So let's clarify the Queen of Wands, please. Another court card would tell me that this is a person. Okay, and it dropped down. It's not a court card, so this is a situation, all right, for you. So let's just take a look at what we have here. Okay, so you have your overall energy for the month of July 2021. You have the Two of Pentacles with the Queen of Wands. And I feel like with this, someone's trying to balance some things out. And I want to say, you know, we did clarify this Queen of Wands, and maybe it's a situation you're having with someone of Queen of Wands attributes or character, but I feel like someone is trying to balance something out with someone of Queen of Wands attributes. Okay, Queen of Wands could be, from a sign perspective, she could be a Aries, Leo, or a Sagittarius. If she does not have that sign, if that's not her sign, she could just possibly possess the traits of a Queen of Wands. And the Queen of Wands is usually someone who's very confident, very sure of herself, very fiery, very brave, loves a challenge, right? And I actually like, she's like, honestly, I'm a Queen of Wands, so I'm an Aries, but actually she's like one of my favorite, the queens of the tarot, because she's so sure of herself, right? So maybe someone in the month of July 2021 for you Tauruses are trying to balance something out with someone who's either of a fire sign or who possess the traits of the Queen of Wands fire sign, okay? So maybe you're trying to make something work or balance things out between the two of you, but I feel like that's going to be a focus for the month of July 2021. Now, in the position of the theme of the month, you have the Empress in reverse. So this even more is telling me that the Empress normally, right, is someone who's nurturing, especially to self, right? She knows how to manifest. She's very abundant in her way of living, very carefree. You know, anything she touches turns to gold. I mean, she's the manifester. She's the nurturing one, right? So I feel like with it being in reverse, that this is saying that the theme is to not forget to nurture yourself, because I feel like some of you may, in the month of July 2021, be so caught up in trying to balance things out with whoever this Queen of Wands may be in your life that you could possibly forget to nurture yourself. Okay, so you definitely have to remember to put self first. It's okay to want things to work out with someone or for things to play out, you know, on the better end of the stick rather than the worse end. But you do have to remember to take care of self for the month of July 2021 and even going forward, right? So even though, you know, you have this drive for everything to work out good and both of you to be on the same page, just don't neglect yourself in the process of doing so. Okay, and then in the position of the challenge, you have the Fool. And this is also what Virgo had as their challenger position. And so maybe like for you Tauruses, you're not willing to like look at things from a different angle, a different perspective, and go out on a limb and, you know, try something fresh. Maybe you're more so focused on having a balance with this person that you're not really looking towards any new opportunities that could be present or looking to start fresh, okay? Because you have the hopes and the ambition that this will eventually balance itself out, and things will, you know, play out accordingly with whoever this Queen of Wands is, right? So you're kind of hoping for that, but your attention right now, I think mainly is on the Queen of Wands herself and not really on self. And, you know, and this, it's because you don't want to start fresh. You don't want to go in a new direction with someone new possibly. So you're more so focused on making this work, and not really with the intent or the focus of starting fresh or starting over. And then how you should be responding to this challenge of not being or wanting to take a leap of faith or have a fresh start is to really use the Ace of Swords energy, okay? Because the Ace of Swords cuts through it all, right? They cut through the fog, and the picture is painted clear. So it's just like a new way of thinking, really making sure that you have proper insight, okay? Letting your decisions being clouded, or, letting that interrupt like what is really there, because right now you may be so focused on wanting things to play out and balance out with this person, but you're not really allowing yourself, and not want to take a fresh start because you're not allowing yourself to see clearly, or you don't have the clarity needed, to say, hey, maybe I do need a fresh start, or maybe, I do need to look at things from a different angle or a different perspective, right? So just use your Ace of Swords energy to kind of just give yourself that mental clarity that's needed in order to help things balance out, whether it's with this person who could be a Queen of Wands, or whether it's for self, because remember, you do have to nurture yourself in order to be able to see things clearly and make the best decisions possible for yourself. All right, and then in the position of the advice from Spirit, you have the High Priestess, right, which is all about using your intuition and allowing yourself to be guided by the divine. So if you feel like you are in a place of not having the clarity that you need, just know that divine is there to assist you and then guide you, so that you can gain that clarity that is needed to help you determine, hey, do I balance this, hope things balance out and work out for the good with this person? Do I stick around for this, or do I look at things from a different angle and say, hey, maybe it's time for a fresh start, because I'm not, even though I want this to work how it's supposed to, I'm caring more so about the other person than I am about myself. And that's not a healthy balance, right? Because in a healthy relationship, the give take is supposed to be equal, and each party is supposed to feel loved and wanted, and it can't just be one way or one-sided, because then things do become unbalanced and you do end up caring more for the other person than you are for yourself, which is essentially unhealthy, right? So just know that you can call on divine guidance to help you, give you the clarity that you need, or to see things that needs to be seen in order to further help you in the long run make a decision that may need to be made. All right, my lovely Tauruses, we are going to clarify these cards just to see if we can dig a little bit deeper into the message. And I did already pre-shuffle for you all, so I'm just going to go ahead and start clarifying. So beautiful angels and spirit guides, can you please clarify the Two of Pentacles and the Queen of Wands for me, please? Can you please clarify the Two of Pentacles and the Queen of Wands for me in a position of the overall energy? Yeah, so you have the Nine of Water, which is also the Nine of Cups. So someone is, hoping that things turn out in a way where they feel like all of their wishes have come true, right? Everything balances out. Everything is laid out on the table. Everything is, there that they desire, right? So whether it's all around balance, or a healthy love life, healthy work life, healthy home life, like someone's seeking this with someone, right? And they feel like this person is the completion to their wish fulfillment, right? But they just need for things to balance out for them right now. And that might not be the case, but this is something that you all, whoever this applies to in the month of July 2021 for you Tauruses, this is something that someone is definitely working towards. Like they feel like this Queen of Wands is the missing piece of their puzzle, and it's going to give them the wish fulfillment that they need in order to feel complete overall and to feel balanced. All right, so let's clarify the Empress in reverse for me, please, beautiful angels and spirit guides, in a position of the theme of the month. But yeah, in the process, don't want this person so bad that you neglect self, right? Whether it's your mental self, your physical self, you always want to remember to be kind and nurturing to yourself first and foremost, because if you cannot be kind and nurturing to yourself first, no one else will. All right, so just remember that. Okay, and then so we have transformation, which is also the Tower, clarifying the Empress in reverse. Yeah, so someone needs to make way or give way to some changes that will need to happen in order for things to possibly work out, you know, over here with this Queen of Wands person. Some changes need to be made, right? Something that will allow you to put the Empress back upright, because right now she's in reverse. She's not really caring for self like she should. She's not really nurturing self for as she should. So this needs to be like someone who frees themselves from that way of living, that way of thinking. You know, sometimes I think people like I don't want to say become infatuated, but some people are just so stuck on pleasing the other person or doing whatever it is that is desire of the other person, and they don't realize that in the long run, like, they're essentially taken away from self. So I feel like someone needs to let go of that belief system and start to tune more back into taking care of self, just so that things eventually, you know, if balance out, if not just for you, I mean, if not for this other person who you may trying to be with, just for yourself. I mean, balance is good on all spectrums, but you definitely want to make sure that you have a level of balance when it comes to your own physical and mental self, just by yourself alone, before you even include other people onto that scale. All right, so let's look at the Fool. Please clarify for me the Fool in a position of the challenge, front of mine. Yeah, so I feel like some people are definitely hoping something works out with someone, something plays out in a good way. And they're really like fixated on that in July 2021. All right, so yeah, so you have the Four of Water, which is also the Four of Cups to clarify the Fool. So this is, you know, not being just like you're waiting, like this person is waiting. So you don't want to take a fresh start, or you don't want to take a leap of faith with this Fool, because you're waiting, right? You're waiting for this to work out. You're waiting for this to balance out with this person. You feel like this person is your Nine of Cups, like they're the missing piece of the puzzle. Is going to give you all of the wish fulfillment. It's like that one element of your life. So you don't want to, you have this here, but you don't really want to turn around and look for anything else, because you're just hoping that everything that's in front of you eventually pans out, right? So that's definitely the energy that I feel for that. Not wanting them to take a leap of faith, or not wanting to face change, because you're just hoping and waiting for things to come to fruition that's right in front of you at this moment. All right, can you please clarify the Ace of Swords for me, please, in a position of how to respond? Yeah, he's like just sitting there by the tree, idly looking, you know, waiting and looking discontent, hoping that everything balances out, hoping that everything, you know, plays out how he would like for it to, not really caring about any other opportunities that's there, because he's more focused on what's right there in front of him at this moment. So maybe some of you are being like stubborn about the situation and not wanting to use that Ace of Swords and gain the clarity needed. All right, give me 1 second, because it's like flew off the table. All right, and to clarify the Ace of Swords, we have the King of Water, which is also the King of Cups, right? And so this the King of Cups is usually someone who's very emotionally stable, right? So I feel like with the King of Cups being here, it's saying that you can't use your mental intellect right now, because you're mostly living off emotions with this situation, right? But the King of Cups is emotionally mature. So I think what it's saying is that you need to have a good balance between the two. So you need to be able to be mature about the situation and don't let emotions get in the way of what is at hand right now, right? Because the king, like I say, he's the highest in the court card, so he's come to that stance of knowing how to be emotionally stable. So I feel like once you put your emotions in check and put your emotions in balance, then with that comes the Ace of Swords energy, where you can see more clearer and have a new way of looking at things or a new way of thinking, right? So you definitely need to like ground yourself in that emotional stable mentality, so that you're not letting your emotions run wild and make the best or in possibly worse of the situation. Okay, so then let's look at the High Priestess as the advice. Please clarify the High Priestess in the position of advice from Spirit. Clarify the High Priestess for me, please. Clarify the High Priestess for me, please. Please clarify the High Priestess for me. All right. Let's see what we have. Yeah, so you have the Hermit to clarify the High Priestess, okay? And this is just all about going within, seeking solitude, okay? Seeking out, help from the divine. If you feel like you're in a place of, wanting something to work so bad that you're missing the point or the picture of what's actually going on, then, if you're a prayer, pray for clarity or reach out to the divine to kind of show you the way as far as what choices you should be making in this particular situation right now. So you definitely want to retreat and go within, right? And discover what it is about yourself. Now, because remember, you need to nurture yourself in this process. So during the process of nurturing yourself, maybe you'll also gain that clarity that's going to give you foresight on what is to become of this situation that you're hoping and praying balances out for you, so that it can give you that Nine of Cups fulfillment moment, right? Okay, so we are going to, last but not least, pull an affirmation card for you for the month of July 2021. This is an oracle card that comes with the affirmation, and this affirmation, like I said, you can take with you throughout the month of July 2021 to, just read to yourself throughout the day, throughout the week, just to give yourself positive vibes and positive energies for the month. So beautiful angels and spirit guides, please guide me and show me what message is intended for the lovely Tauruses for the month of July 2021. Please show me what message you have for them for the month of July 2021. Yeah, so someone's hanging on to, I feel like someone's hanging on to, I'm just going to go ahead and say a relationship. But they want it so bad that they're mostly focused on that other person than they are themselves. They don't want to start fresh. They don't want to start new. They're really just hoping that everything pans out and works out with this person. But I think there is going to need to be a shift of mental thinking so that clarity can be gained. And you can just, see things for what they are rather than for what you want them to be. Okay? Beautiful Tauruses. All right, and I'm just going to pull an oracle card for you. Okay, and you have Moth. Sensitivity, boundaries, turn to the light. Oh, perfect, because even here, your advice is the high priestess, and I told you, turn to the divine if you don't know which direction you should be heading in right now. And it's saying here right now, turn to the light. The affirmation for the month is I focus on the light. Affirmation is I focus on the light. Trust your instincts. Even if you lack clarity at this time, Ace of Swords, you are making progress and can trust your feelings to guide the way. If something feels right, move toward it. If something seems off, step back. There is no need to justify your feelings with logic. You are going through a time of heightened psychic and emotional sensitivity, so be sure to give to yourself, to replenish, nurture, and protect all of your being. What did I say? The Empress in reverse. You have the Empress in reverse, and it's telling you that you're not nurturing and being kind to yourself. And this card says here, you are going through a time of heightened psychic and emotional sensitivity, so be sure to give to yourself, to replenish, nurture, and protect all of your being. You have the innate ability to find a source of spiritual light even during the darker times in life. Yes, definitely. So yeah, this is just basically confirmed what I said. Like, advice from spirit is to seek out the light, you know. Use your intuition, use the divine to help you in hard times. Don't forget to nurture yourself. Don't forget to provide for yourself before providing for others, because ultimately, you know, you yourself has to be well taken care of before you can take care of someone else, right? But just remember that the divine is there for you in times of, you know, hard times or just being unsure, uncertain. Definitely know that you have the divine to call on. All right, my beautiful Tauruses, I really hope that you enjoyed this reading and that the message resonated with you. If not, please be sure to check your moon or rising signs. And don't forget, I do offer those specific personal readings on my Etsy shop, so be sure to check that out. Until next time, my lovely Tauruses, bye-bye.